Hey all my people, how you doing? I hope you're having a damn good day. Welcome back to the channel, and today we will be doing Thomas Tuchel's Bayern Munich. Of course, he has only had one game, that was against Borussia Dortmund, and they absolutely played Borussia Dortmund off the park with the pressing, the counter-pressing, the way that they're attacked. Dortmund were literally, they were run ragged from time to time. Anyway, so for this system, Thomas Tuchel system, we're playing a 4-2-3-1 system. It's a wide system, kind of, but there's a little tweak to it, as Leon Goretzka will be playing as the box-to-box midfielder, so he'll be a central midfielder opposed to a DM. Of course, we've got some really good players in this team. Of course, Choupo-Moting played for Stoke a few years ago. Now he's playing for damn near Bayern Munich, starting in Champions League semi-finals and so on. Quarterfinals, semi-finals? Quarterfinals, sorry. Anyway, we've got Muller behind him, Koeman, Sane, Kimmich, Goretzka, Davies, De Ligt, Upamecano, Pavard, and of course Sommer. I did go with the team that played against Borussia Dortmund, so more or less. Then we've got Mane on the bench, who could potentially start over Choupo-Moting. We've got Gnabry, we've got Musiala, we've got Cancelo, Neuer, Mazraoui, and Hernandez. Of course, Neuer and Hernandez, did not play. Did not feature on the bench either, but for the sake of having them there, I put them in. Of course, they've got some really good young players on the bench as well, such as a Gravenberch. Blintz as well, very good, classy player. I think he actually started on the bench for Bayern Munich. But yes, this is the team that we have here. This is the team that Thomas Tuchel picked out. As you can see here for the formations, it's a 4-2-3-1, and as you can see, the Leon Goretzka role is changed to a central midfielder. As for the tactics, we've gone for pressure on heavy touch. We've witnessed the Thomas Tuchel era at Chelsea, where they pressed and they counter-pressed and they made sure that they set traps in the midfield to try and catch out the opposition, and that's exactly what he will be looking to do at Bayern Munich, and that's exactly what he did in the Bayern game, or his team did in the Bayern game versus Borussia Dortmund. So as for width, we've got to set on 50. You'll see why when it comes to the play instructions. You don't want to have a incredibly wide defense, because essentially your fullbacks will look to invert a bit more. So that's why it's set on 50. As for depth, you've got it set on 65. If you're playing a PSG or something like that, drop it down a bit. You're not trying to be a hero here, because essentially the Kylian Mbappe or the Vinicius Jr. or whoever you might be going up against that's got loads of speed, they're probably going to burn you. You know, you once bitten, twice shy type thing. So just drop it down a bit, drop it to 50 or 55. If you're playing a team like, I don't know, Schalke, for example, who aren't a very good attacking team, you can even put it up. You can put it up to a 75. You can make sure that they're sitting in their own half consistently and your defense is winning back the ball every time they've cleared it. That's what you can do. But a happy medium, for me anyway, is to set it on 65. Against Borussia Dortmund, set it on 65. So yes, as for the offense, we've got to set on slow build-up and possession. You want players like a Kimmich, like a Muller, potentially a Leon Goretzka, or maybe even a Pavard. You want your playmakers in the team, a Gnabry, a Mane, a Sane, to be able to have time on the ball, to be able to have a little bit more patience, pick out those more precise passes, and that's of course why they're the best team in Germany, because they have the quality that they do. So yes, possession and slow build-up play, that is key to success at Bayern Munich. As for width, you've got to stay on 60%. You'll see why eventually in the instructions, but basically your width will be provided by your wingers, and anything over and above that will be provided by your inverted fullbacks, which tend to help out the likes of Kimmich a bit more in the midfield, allowing him a few more pass opportunities and personnel. So, set on 60. Players in the box, we've got to set on 7. So you do want your Choupo-Moting, your Muller, and potentially a Goretzka running into the box, as well as the opposite winger or the opposite fullback. As for corners, we've got to sit on 4, and free kicks as well 4. Like I've said in the past, sitting it on 4, it just helps potentially create more opportunities from corner kicks, from free kicks, and so on, so it makes the most sense. As for the instructions, to start off with the goalkeeper, as per always, Jan Sommer, just like Manuel Neuer, come for crosses and be a sweeper keeper. That is the most standard thing in a Thomas Tuchel system, and of course a Bayern Munich system. You cannot be a foot stuck on the goal line waiting for the ball to come at you. No, you've got to be counter-proactive, you've got to be proactive, you've got to be everything that's active when you're the goalkeeper for Bayern Munich. As for the defense, I would say for Matthias de Ligt, I haven't actually set it here, but you could potentially have it on step up, but I have it set on like just the basic thing, and as well for Upamecano. But like I say, if you want a more proactive defender, you have Matthijs de Ligt set on step up. As for the fullbacks, now this is where it becomes slightly different. We have them as inverted fullbacks. Now, you can have them as join the attack, especially for Davies, but the way Thomas Tuchel sets up against Borussia Dortmund, they kind of like got forward a little bit, like into the midfield, but it was to provide like a platform, like a base for Kimmich to build off of, and they helped Kimmich like just spread the play, get it to the wingers or get it to Müller or Goretzka. So yes, essentially for Pavard and Davies, you want them to be inverted and kind of close to the likes of Kimmich, like I say, to provide him options in the midfield for passing. If you want more attacking, you can go with a join the attack for Davies, especially for Davies. I think that would help the most with his skill sets and his assets. But the way it was against Borussia Dortmund, all I can say is inverted. That's pretty much, As for Leon Goretzka, we will get to Kimmich soon, but as for Leon Goretzka, you want him to get more forward. So you basically want him and Müller being more or less the attacking midfielders. So yes, you want him to get forward, and that is about it. That's all you set for him, because he'll be making more forward runs than per usual. And then you have probably the best DM in the world. Casemiro has a say in that, I suppose, but Kimmich probably is the best, just as how he dictates the pace of play and everything of that. So everything on the top set to just balanced and basic, but this is where it becomes interesting. So he's set to cover center, and he's going to be the deep line playmaker. Like I said before, you need him to have the ball in order for Bayern to tick over, and he is the predominant playmaker in this team. So if you provide him with the space, he will provide you with the assists, the passes, and just the control of the game. So yes, he's the deep line playmaker. He will cover the center, and the likes of Pavard and Davies will help him in the platform of the midfield, to help the attacking play build off of it. As for Thomas Müller, we've got him set on get into the box, and that is about it. We just want him to be the support striker in a way to help Choupo-Moting with the attacking goal outlet, or potentially helping Goretzka spread the play to Sane or Koeman, and just be a busybody within the pace of offensive play as well as the box. So yes, Thomas Müller, I think he's always had a really good role in just being I can do basically anything and everything, and I think that by putting these instructions in place, and I think Thomas Tuchel has... Did I say Thomas Tuchel? Yes, it is Thomas Tuchel. Tommy T. I think he is going to flourish under the new Bayern Munich manager. As for Sane and Koeman, they're set on the exact same. They're set on come back on defense, stay wide, get in behind, get into the box. Now, Tuchel has always been a coach that cares about the defense and setting the structure to the team, so he will definitely want his wingers to help his fullbacks at all times. And because the fullbacks remain inverted, it does allow space for the wingers to get back and help defend from the back going forward. Now, of course, they will be providing the width, but at the same time, you can have Sane playing on the left and Koeman on the right, and it will provide a more natural cross of the ball. But at the same time, if you have them as inverted wingers, it allows for more offensive play, more shooting opportunities. You can cut in like Arjen Robben or like Frank Ribéry, how they did back in the day, and you can score plenty of goals. Of course, they've got loads of pace to burn. Koeman and Sane are two of the fastest players in this game, and they can provide you with a lot of wonderful moments in this team. And of course, they are set to get in the box. And finally, we've got the superstar himself, Choupo-Moting. He's the target man. He will have the balls bouncing off of him. Thomas Müller will play little 1-2 passes between him and, of course, Thomas Müller. And he will be providing play for the likes of Koeman to run off of, or Sane. And he is the outdead ball, essentially. He's not set on come back on defense. He's not set on stay forward. So he will, from time to time, help the defense out. But at the same time, he is more or less the focus to get the ball to, and then he can spray passes either left or right and go from there. So yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Of course, I've only had one game to see these sort of tactics, so I might be horribly wrong. Who knows, he might go with a back five in the next game, but for now, 4-2-3-1 system. Thomas Tuchel against Borussia Dortmund, he absolutely dominated them, and I think these are the tactics that best represent that in FIFA 23. Of course, until the next time, guys, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I hope you guys have the most fantastic damn day ever.